been like 6 months, and I could have sworn I could schedule on my computer and then start from my phone, but I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. So hopefully people find me here. I did go to the one that was scheduled and left a notice in chat to look for a new live. I just forgot my iPad, so I got to go run and get that so I can look at that. Sorry, replayers, you might just want to fast forward a little bit. It's been like 6 months, and I could have schedule on my mute this computer and then start from phone, but I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. So isn't that smooth and professional? Way to kickstart the live. Hi, Darcy. Thanks for finding me. I hope other people can make their way over here. I'm just gonna adjust my little camera. So yeah, it's been a long time since my live. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Johnny. All right, I'm just gonna get set up, have my coffee, let people come in. Dear, 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 dear. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the lighting all right? I might zoom out just a little bit more if I can. There we go. Thanks, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Okay. I am rusty. I am rusty at these lives. Devin Rex for art here. I do have a new logo, an intro, although I realized I think I spelled welcome to my channel wrong. I think I spelled it Chanel. Welcome to my Chanel. So I'm going to have to fix that. Hi, Mariah. Thank you so much for posting that on Makers. Hi, Miss E. Hi, Janae. Hello, Thee. So Kathy Arbor is the one that got me addicted to jelly printing with foliage and natural materials. A couple years ago, I saw her doing that, and Kathy Berg had used die cut plants instead. So when I did my first video, what I did is I used die cut, not birds, die cut bees and dragonflies. So those are some of my older faux botanical prints. So I had used different die cuts for that. And I noticed Zandra was using some masks from PM Artist Studios to make like some seahorses. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mary. Hi, Kathy. And I was thinking about doing a sea theme. So I had got some stencils from PM Artist Studios, well, some masks, these jellyfish masks. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to combine it with some natural materials to make underwater themes? So that's what we're going to do today. And I also added die cuts I had. I had some seahorses, some little fish, some octopus, octopi, some bigger fish. So we're going to do that today. And those are some die cuts from some Stampin' Up die cuts I have. And I did, in my most recent order, I got some other things which we may use. These are the quilted crop circles. That's hard to say. Say that 3 times fast. So those, the quilted crop circles, also from PM Artist Studios. And Mariah's here in chat. Check them out. And this effervescent, I'm going to see if I can incorporate that, like those bubbly looks. So, the last thing I'm going to show is I also have these outer bits that Mariah sent. So I don't know if we'll use those today, and then some extra little bits which I thought might be fun with the underwater theme. And last year when I did my video, I had a little worm visitor. So I just went out, I just got back from picking these weeds. They're all fresh. They're all weeds except for this one's from my silver mound plant. And I tried to pick weeds that gave me sort of a underwater vibe. And I notice it's sort of a bit choppy on YouTube. Can you guys still hear me okay? Hi Trudy, hi Kathy. Hi. Hi Janet. All right, so I'm streaming through Wi-Fi. I'm hoping it's gonna go well. It's not gonna be a super, it'll be 40 minutes or an hour. Volume is good. Thank you, Kath. Hi, Lady J. You're on Mr. Bear's account, I see. Hi, Dar. Dar, I hope you saw that you won Lisa Jameson's giveaway. Okay, let's get started. So we got the hello, and we'll keep saying hello to people as they come in, if they come in. So let's pull out our jelly plate. So this is my 8x10. I'm hoping to get a bigger size soon, but it's yellow, but that's just it's well loved, but it still works. I think that's from the alcohol inks. So these are a little big. I might use some of the smaller ones, and maybe, you know, let's start this way. We use it on this way. Okay. So first thing I have to do is I do like to put down a layer of paint, and then I'll put my items on, and then we'll give it a squish. So let me find some squishy paper. I'm just so organized. I thought I was organized, and then of course last minute not so much. Hi Lisa. I'm gonna grab some copy paper, some cardstock, and Patty Tolly Pear sent me some onion skins, so we're gonna try that too. And maybe we'll use the onion skin for the first layer. So let's try purple. Get my foliage ready. And you can see these are all pristine. I haven't really practiced this. Hopefully all will be well. If not, that is okay. All right, so let's just kind of do a warm-up one. And we'll put this jellyfish down so that he's on the front. And maybe a little one there. And let's add a couple, maybe these are baby jellyfish. And let's just do jellyfish on this one. So I'm putting them down first, so they're going to be in the foreground. Because if you remember on the jelly plate, everything's sort of backwards. And I'm going to give that a squish. Hi, Safia. Hi, Lady J. Looks like you're back on your own account. Well, Gary's actually watching. Oh, I'm in top chat. I'm going to move to live chat. Well, not that I don't think there's that many that we're going to miss anything. So give it a good squish. Get all the imprints in there. So that's our negative. And those are fun to use in too. And lift up these little guys. And then I let this layer dry. All right. Lady J's got her coffee. I've got mine too. I'm going to sip that a little bit while this is drying. I could get out a second plate, but I'm just going to take a minute just to chat with everybody. How's everybody been? Hi, Nisi. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lena. Hoping I'm not missing anybody. Like I said, it's been 6 months since I last did a live, so I was pretty rusty. Hi, Violet. Yeah, and I hope we don't have any little critters, bugs that make an appearance this time. Last year I had a nice little worm. All right, so while it's drying, I like to think about what colors or what paints am I going to use to pick this up. And I think we're going to add a layer. I do have some other stencils. We could add the bubbles, but I think what I'm going to add, like the effervescence, is I think I'm going to do a quick little press on my placemat. So we'll put a layer of glue on. Let's see. I'm tempted first to, I think I'm going to use some alcohol inks on the jellyfish to make them pop a little bit more. Use the racket. I didn't have these ready either. How's everybody doing this weekend? I'm going to give this alcohol pearl pink. Got to get all that little stuff up. So I'm not sure how many prints we'll get done today, but as we can, as long as my Wi-Fi holds out. There, so I got that all mixed. I'm just going to add just a little bit on these jellyfish. Hope it doesn't obliterate the pattern too much. Just a little bit there. Essence of fish. Not too much there. So I haven't practiced this or tried this. I hope it works. So now we let that dry. I mean, well, I said hi to you earlier, but thank you for being a mod. I didn't really ask you. You're just what's that, default, I guess, because you were a mod once before. I hope that's okay. Crafter Day. Is it an official Crafter Day, Lisa? That'd be cool. All right. Let this puppy dry. A little bit thick there. I guess I'd get a second plate going while this is drying, because I do want that to quite dry. Let's do that. Let's get another plate. Let's do like a little baby print. So I'll put this over here. That's with Gelliplate, and you gotta just go with the flow. Let's use a little bit blue. I should have that on a bigger thing. And let's use some baby, like a baby fern, maybe. And let's do a seahorse on this one. Whoop. Oh well. Yes, that salmon layer was a Ranger alcohol ink pearl color. Hi, Kathleen. So the roll-off print can be interesting too. Let's take that off. And that one should dry pretty quick. Let's see if dry yet. This one's almost dry. This right here, it's still a little bit wet. So give that a few more minutes to percolate. Hi, Catherine. And let's give that a little bit of a fan. And we'll keep this one real simple. I'll try it on the onion skin. Ooh, that was loud, sorry. We'll go for like a little two-tone print here on my baby Gelliplate. A little bit of blue, a little bit of green. It's the Pebeo. I'm going to say it right. Pebeo. PBO, Pebeo. You say PBO, I say Pebeo. You say tomato, I say tomato. Here's my little mini brayer. I'm going to do the green first. And roll that off. Then we'll do some of the blue. Got a green on there. Oh well, that's okay. So this is this bigger one. So you don't want to. So I'm just doing lightly now just to spread it. Love me some PBO Dino paint too, Safia. So I thought using the onion skin, this would be a good way to incorporate this into a color. It's nice and thin. I haven't used this onion skin paper on Gelliplate yet. Can you guys still hear me okay? Let that dry. Let's see. Yeah, so that's good. Let that dry for a minute. Thanks, Sarah. All right, let's pull out these. You know it's dry when you drop your and it doesn't pull up. So my plan is still I'm going to use this paint. I'm going to press the placemat on, let it dry again, and then we'll pick it up with one more layer. So I'm just going to do just a flat, just all one layer here for this. And I want it pretty thick because I don't want the placemat to pick up what's down there already. We're just going to give that a light press. We're going to have a hint of this pattern in the background. They didn't pick up any of the other paint, so that's good. I'm going to run out of room here. So we're going to let that dry. Kathy, yes, isn't PBO paints just delicious? The high viscosity, iridescent. It's just lovely. All right. Let me just move that out of the way. Let's pull this little guy. There's a cute little simple bubble, and I'll do a few other bubbles while we're waiting for paint to dry. That's pretty. It's pretty. Let's do another bubble while that PBO is drying on the other plate. Do some purple. And it makes more sense to kind of plan ahead what you're going to put down there. Do that. So I think these little guys are cute. I don't know what they are weed-wise. And what should we put on here? How about some of these little fishers? And I'll put some behind there so that they're in front. And maybe a couple little starfish. Ooh, that one's got a an injury. And maybe one of these swirly gigs. Let's put that on top. Yeah. So give that a little press. Do you guys want me to move in closer or like seeing more of the stuff around? So Kathy, alcohol inks are, they're an interesting medium. I do have a couple of videos where I use alcohol ink on the Gelliplate, and I'm sure you can find lots on YouTube if you search it. It does stain your plate though, which doesn't bother me, but if you want a white plate like this one, I haven't used alcohol ink on this one, you can really see the difference between that and my other plate. It's a good distance, Kathleen. Okay, thanks. I'll lift these guys up. Ooh. I'll do a little pile over here. Now this should dry pretty fast. But let's move it aside and bring the other one in. I should have like a basket for my used plants. Just put them. Yeah. You know, I meant to be organized and I thought I was organized, but I guess I was just organized in my brain. Ooh, that's still pretty wet. Okay, let's not pull that yet. It's still wet. Let's put that there. And I think it would be cool to, hi Lexi and Ricky. Hi Ricky. This is always a fun imprint one. And for this one, just because it's a sea theme doesn't mean it has to be blue. Let's do pink. And let's do orange. I have a metallic orange I like. So this isn't pink, but it's Artist Loft. It's metallic orange, and it's kind of cool. And that's probably too much paint for this little plate. That's the trick when you're going from big plate to small plate is to adjust your paint, and I'm still working on that. So let's do some pink. Some orange. I should have done the ombre like the other way, but that's okay. So don't be on yourself, you know, like just have fun. Oh, hi Fran. Devin, do you use the other two shapes of mini Gelliplate much? I only have the mini round. I bought it like separately. I do want to get a big plate though. And try a little bit. Look at chat. Hope I haven't missed buddy. Ricky is jealous of all my luscious plants. In Arizona, it's difficult to lay a saguaro. I'm not familiar with cactus terms because we do not have cactuses up here. It's too cold. Hi, Pam. Now, Pam used one of my other prints in a spread she did. I'm just going to pull it here and show you because I can do split screen on my iPad. So Pam did this cute little page and she used one of my botanical jelly prints, the background. So check her out, Kelly Crafty Pam. Everybody check each other out. It's a great group in chat here. So if you don't recognize someone, search them out. Some of the people here I know are from the Makers Mixed Media group hosted by Mariah and Patricia at PM Artist Studios. That's really still thick. So I'm going to do a little dab because I'm not patient. So just very lightly pressing. I don't want to lift up the print yet. I'm just trying to pick up some of that extra paint. What do you call a big plate? So this is my 8x10. I would like to get the bigger, the 912. That's what I would call a big plate. For me, I would go bigger than that. Well, never say never. My first plate was a 5x7 plate. I still have it and I still use it. See it today. But if you watch PM Artist Studios, you'll see Patricia whip out all sorts of plates. She works on many plates at a time. All right, so let that dry just a smidge more. Now, our first print's taken a long time. Hopefully it'll pay off. And this one's pretty dry enough. And let's pick it up with, we got purple, we got pink, and we got orange. We could pick it up just with the, yeah, let's just use the PBO blue. Oh, that's going to make that brown. Decisions. Let's be weird. And let's be crazy. Let's add yellow. I might not like this, but it doesn't matter. It's just a little bubble. And I think the PBO might not be fully dry. I'm feeling a little impatient. So we're just gonna do that. And I can see some of it pulled off because it wasn't quite dry. And I'm gonna be careful not to overlap these because I'll probably want to use them separately. Well, that's adhering. I'm just going to give a quick cheers to Lady Jan and her bean juice. Gail, did I say hi to you? Hi, Gail. Let that sit a little bit longer. Liking this onion skin, it's not wrinkling quite as much as tracing paper or tissue paper so far. I mean, it could be I don't have a lot of paint on there. All right, let's pick this puppy up. Now, what are we gonna pick up? Let's do just plain old cardstock. And let's use this blue, this brilliant blue Artist Loft. And I don't think I'll try an ombre on this. I'll just, because we've got some busyness going on, so I'm just going to use just plain old blue. It feels like it's a little goopy there. And I'd rather put much on the plate and take it off. Hope everybody's having fun. Oh, my my chat had froze. I didn't see all these new comments. Let me just get this paper done and then I'll check out chat. So I like to go one direction, spread it, and then to get it going, and then back and forth to cover the plate. And see, that was barely enough paint, I think. All right, let's get our paper down. And then I don't have a fancy Baron, I have just my little lid here. Okay, let me look at chat, because my chat froze. Let's see, Gail likes her 9x12. And Lexi watched her octopus teacher yesterday. She's in a mood for some Kelpie ocean vibes. Cool. I don't know what an octopus teacher is, but that sounds cool. Safia says, this is what she needs to rediscover, the slightly more methodical and considered jelly plate approach. She's still in the slap her down and see what happens. And that's fun. That's fun too. And Fran says she hasn't seen a 9x12. I think there's a 9x12. Anybody in chat knows? I had one in my cart, or not my cart, on my wish list. All right. And Kathy Arbor, let me know if you want me to make someone else a mod as well, if you need some help. It looks like chatting pretty smoothly, so. The spiral guy looks like a brittle star. I don't know what a brittle star is. That's cool. Gail has a 9x12. Sandra has a 9x11. One manufacturer makes by 12, but it's much harder surface than the other brand. Okay. And Mariah says that P has a 9x12, and it's the only Jelly Arts plate. Yes, I think I had the Jelly Arts in my cart. I believe these are gel press. Yeah, so I have gel press plates. So my round one is a 4-inch round. Fran didn't thumbsy upsy. I didn't either. Here, let me thumbsy upsies. Thanks, Fran. All right, let's see. It's doing good. Let's just leave it just a couple more minutes. So, Mariah says it's not as thick as gel press. They don't have the lovely smell, that vanilla smell you said, right? All right, let's pull this up. So that's different. Not sure I love it, but it's something. It is something. All right, I'm gonna just, and then this is looking kind of interesting. I'm going to put that aside on the ground without a baby wipe. We could have some of the crusty bits on. I just kind of wanted to do that. Kathy says gel press is easier to extract design in smaller areas of stencil design. Okay. Kathy thinks that looks like a mosaic pattern. Yeah, it does. A lot of people use this a lot. People ask me comments in my videos, what is this? This is a canvas, like a needleworking canvas, plastic canvas. It's plastic. And I think I got mine at Michael's, but you can find them in the, on Amazon. All right. Let's do some more. Why don't we do, let's do Payne's Gray. Let's do an octopus. Make it moody. Moody octopus. And then I want to use those jellyfish some more. Fran, I love your designs. I want to get the turtle and the dragon, the sea dragon, and, you know, very, very fun. So let's put our octopus down first. It's just a little baby octopus. And let's get some of our foliage. Foliage for my canal, my channel, because I spelled it wrong on my intro. And let's see, these look very, no, that's too, let's do these just kind of aside like that, little blob. And let's get a new, hi Leo. Darcy says that Joanne Fabrics has them too. So Joanne Fabrics has jelly plates. Cool. We don't have Joanne Fabrics up here in Canada. Yeah, Safia, they do have them in bigger packs, but you can find, I have found like various shapes of canvas packs and they have less numbers. So I would look again because I think you can find them in different shapes. Or just check Michael. Oh, you don't have Michael's, I don't think. There's our little negative of that. Let's pull this puppy up. He didn't show much, so I'm going to keep him on there. Let's do that. Let's keep him on there, and then we'll add, let's add some blue. We're going to let that dry first, though. Let that dry, add some blue, and then we'll fill him in with something else. It's like the dancing jelly plates. All right, hopefully this is ready. Hi, Carol. You guys had a fun live stream morning. I just caught the end of it. Yeah, Fran, that's why I bought the gel press ones too. It still feels a little cold and damp, but let's try it. My impatience is showing. So our jellyfish are a little bit distressed because half of them sit on there. So there's our 4x10 print. And that one really got a bit too distressed. I could try to see it. Let's just do that. Let's just see if we can put, I don't mind the big one. The big one doesn't look, like it still looks recognizable to me, but I think the small one lost a lot of its detail. So I'm just gonna open up this gel matte medium. And I'm just going to rub it there a little bit. And that's gonna act like a glue to join that together. So let's have the acrylic block. So I'm just going to get that close. If it's a bit offset, I'm not going to worry too much. Lisa, series Hecka. Hi, Penka. Safia says there's no such thing as too distressed. Thanks, Fran. I gotta wipe my finger here. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for popping in. And now let that dry a little bit. So it's, yeah, it's not gonna take it. Let's put that aside. I feel like Julia Child's here. All right, let's use, so that's Payne's Gray. What should I use? I could use, let's be crazy and use metallic. Ooh, and you know what? Let me grab some gears or something. Something geary. Something like that. That might be kind of neat. Paint's still a bit wet on there, but oh well. So let's do this. Woo! And we'll just kind of do like that. Have sort of like a steampunk vibe on that. Pull it up. And yeah, Fran says it goes straight from very distressed to dead. Let's try this pearl pastel. and we'll see if we can fill in the octopus. Hi, Carmencita. All right. Hope I'm not missing too much there. And let's see, I'm wondering if it's gonna stay in that zone. Is that experiment? Let's see if it stays. No, it's going out. Let's see if we can. I was hoping it would just stay within the octopus, but it's not doing that. So let's let that sit, and then we'll figure out a way to save it. Put that aside. Let's see if this glued down. Yes, we got just a little bit more. Not as much as I'd like, but at least we got the top kind of back in there. So it's our first print. It's interesting that, to me, I guess because the blue and the brilliant blue and the iridescent PBO, here we go, because this is a blue-green iridescent, it actually, if you tilt it, you do get like that green sheen in there. That's kind of cool. I like these little baby ones too. All right. That's a bit too much crusty bits. Gonna clean that off a little bit. Need another baby wipe. Can the alcohol just not pull the acrylic under it? I'm not sure what you mean. I have done it when the acrylic paint's dry. It sort of, the alcohol tends to respect it and kind of stay away from it, but maybe because my paint was still wet, it started to merge with it, I think. So that's good. We got a lot of those off. All right, let's use some more jellyfish. Maybe combined with the seahorses, or we haven't used those other fish yet. All right, let's use white. I should probably plan what I'm going to put on there. So I'm going to put, I could do it, should we do it this way? Do a jellyfish, seahorse, and then some plants, and maybe a smaller jellyfish. Well, we did that last time. Could do that. And I do think this looks very underwatery. So we'll use that here. So I'm just sort of planning my layout so that my paint doesn't dry before I get things down. And I do like these. These are called horse tails. So we'll put one there. And do I have a smaller one? This isn't a horsetail, but so we'll do that. Okay, so let's move that off, but we got her ready to go. So we're gonna use white and then lift it off. So I hope that you're having fun in chat. I'm glancing every now and then. Copper left on this. And a little bit of plant material. Okay. Some white. And there's often a little chicken leg in there. All right, so we'll put our jellyfish first. And this might not be like exactly where I had them when I was planning it, but we got pretty close. Ooh, yeah, put that there between them. And I need a piece of paper. And just use, ooh, let's use black because then we'll see a bit of contrast. I'm just trying to grab, Patty also sent me some black deli paper, some black. Give it a good squish. And just a reminder, don't do anything sharp or pointy on your jelly plate, can wreck it. So I definitely didn't grab anything with thorns or thick sticks. Bye, Safia. Enjoy pizza. Ooh, that was a lot of white paint. I'm going to do another one. Let's do more detail here. I had a very thick layer, apparently. So it's kind of cool. That has potential, but I still have too much paint on my plate, so I'm going to grab another piece of paper. I'm just going to use this copy paper because it's handy. And you want to press firmly to get all the imprints. All right, that's better. I wanted more clear space. So that will play, I'll probably just chuck that. And see, that's cool tech there. It looked like a blob on the negative space, but nice textures. Now, a Kathy Arbor technique where she uses her plants she takes off and she pushes them. If there's enough, she just pushes it down and it makes like a little imprint. Let's see if I have enough paint left on here. It's a little smidgy. I don't know if this one has much. Well, it's kind of cool. I like that one. And I wonder if the seahorse, I don't think it's going to have enough paint to do much. No, I didn't think so. All right, so we'll do something with that. And let's pick up our jellyfish. Oh, Lucy's growling for some reason. But you know what, this feels very painty, so let's pop that on there. Lucy! Lucy! Sorry, she's barking. I don't know why she's barking. Lucy! Shush, shush. Ooh, nice. Me like that. Lucy, stop! I'm just trying to lay those flat so they don't stick together. So that's kind of yummy. I like that. All right, so we let that dry. This we gotta let dry. This I'm gonna put back in here. I can't believe already like 50 minutes. I feel like I'm just getting started. I might go a little longer than an hour, if that's okay with people. All right, let's try to save this. Okay, Kathy. All right, I have an idea. Just going over here to get something. All right, so just grabbed my pan pastels and I'm going to fill in those spots. With, I have this nuts, it's shiny. I can't remember. Can't think of the word. I just need a tool. A small tool. Just use this baby tool. Hi, Kilburn. Okay, so I'm just going to use that. So this is all dry, I hope. Can't talk because my hands are full. But I'm just going to try to like fill in with this pan pastel. Breaking out all the mediums today. We're going to fill in the octopus. And while I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to use to pick it up? And what comes to mind is copper. Not copper, teal or turquoise. Turquoise. I think turquoise would look cool. So you can take a peek there. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. I'm going to add a little bit here. I'm not going to totally fill in. I want those kind of like highlights. So it's too bad I have this blob here, but maybe he's leaking ink. That's what it is. He's leaking. So that doesn't have to, it's a dry medium, it's already dry. So we're gonna pick that up with turquoise. And I'm gonna use flat turquoise because I just want to. I like to contrast with the shiny copper and the shiny alcohol ink, which had pearl, and the shiny pastel. I'm just going to add a little bit there. Alright, so let's put that on there. Some turquoise. I'm going to put that away so I don't get paint in it. And this is still, my brayer is still full of paint. There's a really thick bit here from the print, but I don't think that's going to pick up. Let's just use our bubble section. So I'm not positioning these bubbles to use together. I'm planning to cut them out, use them in collage or Happy Mail or something. So yeah, it's a little slow to use pan pastels on the Gelliplate, but I mean, I use a really small tool because I had a small area. But I have done pan pastel like using one of the bigger tools to really just get it on there quickly. Yay, Dar! Yeah, it looks like a good prize. Like Lisa had some awesome, Lisa Jameson had some really great giveaway prizes. I'm so glad I won. That's awesome. I'm just bringing this off. Even that, I kind of like that. See that on the graph paper? That's kind of some nice grunge there. That would be a good base for something. So I'm just gonna put those aside and we will put them in the pile to use later. So it's wrinkling a little bit, but not too bad, really. All right, what else we got going? So we had the big plate, has some stuff on it. Let's see if it's dry. No, that's still wet because it had a lot of paint. This should be dry. Yeah, this is dry. Let's do, I think an ombre would look nice on this. So we'll do pink to blue, and let's do the Dana Pebio. So I'm going to use the pink on the top, as if like the water's like light and the jellyfish is there. But we're just going to do it across the whole thing. I'm not going to try to do the jellyfish separately. And my braider's getting a really interesting pattern on it. Thought about what I'm picking this up on, so I'm thinking about that now. I don't have this down on anything. And it didn't. We'll just add a bit of glue at the top because it was not full. Let's just use some cardstock. Alright. And while that's, I'm just going to take a minute to clean my brayer. It's getting really chunky. A little wipe. Check that. Thanks for everybody that came to hang out with me and support me, and I really appreciate all your kind feedback and comments. And like I said, I haven't done a live in about last time I think was February, before I went on a trip, and then I got stuck there with the COVID word, and then I've just been doing videos. A lot of them I do process because I can get more in that way, because there's a lot of downtime when you're jelly plating, as you can you kind of wait for things to dry. And but I do hope to do like the occasional live like I'm doing today, because it's fun to like directly interact with you guys. Right, so that brayer should be a bit better. Let's see, that's already ready. Already ready. That dried real quick. So that's a very subtle jellyfish print. You can see that. I didn't add a lot to it. Just kept it simple. Let's see how our bubble's doing. Our octopus. I'll let that a little bit longer. All right. And I didn't get a chance to use like all these leaves, and I wanted to use like these little guys too. So I'll probably, when I'm done the live stream, I'll probably keep playing, and I might do like a second video. And again, that is just gonna just lightly pick up some of that white paint because I'm impatient. And should we be crazy and just splatter alcohol inks all over this? That might be kind of fun. Might take a little while, but where's my... I have 2 tins of alcohol ink. I have sort of my ones with mixatives and pearlescent and metallics, and then I have this one that's just sort of plain color. And what we could do is we could just kind of be sketchy on here. Hi, Scrap Girl. And I'm just gonna, it's kind of like an abstract. And some purple. Or no, let's do bright red. Oh. Sometimes I have trouble opening these. And I'll find one of these works pretty well, but I don't know. It doesn't always work. Can you guys still hear me okay? Oh goodness. No, that one's not cooperating today, so we won't use that one. That color's saying it doesn't want to be used. With some purple. Still good, thanks. Where did I get my pretty underwater die cuts? Well, these jellyfish are from PM Artist Studios, and the seahorse and the whatchamacallit, those are from Stampin' Up. And let's do a green. Let's do a purple purple seahorse. I really want to use this color, but it's not letting me. It's too dark. I don't want it in the same color as the jellyfish. We'll use a dark blue. I'm just going to spray some alcohol. I don't want to use my brayer because it will, now that this is wet, it will distort the acrylic. So I'm just going to try to spread that out just a little bit. Tap it. It's not going to be a perfect seahorse, but that's okay. And I'm just going to splash a bunch of blues, and if it bleeds, that's okay. So we're just going to kind of do that. It's going to be a multi-colored print. A little bit of green. And a little bit of other green. And some sailboat blue. I kind of like how it looks sort of like Jackson Pollocky. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to try to, like, it's thick, I'm just going to try to spread it out a bit so it dries a little bit faster. And then I'll use some other paint to pick it up. Maybe a light turquoise again. That would be cool. I think that would work. Might dull down the jellyfish a bit though. I don't want to use a white metallic because the white line would get lost. That's the tricky part when you use like different colors. All right, and as you know, alcohol seeps through, so I'm just going to pick this up. So that's going to take a little bit to dry. Let me put that aside. And still thinking about what color for pickup. Ooh, oh, my my seahorse is dripping. All right, him over here. Get our little circle. See how our octopus is doing. So some of them got left on the plate. I find that with pan pals, like even though you pick some up, some of it gets left behind. So there's our octopus. So he's kind of like more grungy. Can you see the copper gears? So he'd be fun on a steampunk page, I think. You can see that. And what time is it? Oh, it's been an hour. I do want to finish up by pulling that seahorse and jellyfish. So to clean this up, what you really need is some sort of oil, mineral oil, or I just use baby oil. If you want to get rid of that pan pastel. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you. I hope everybody's having fun. I wasn't really planning on pulling out these alcohol inks, but I kind of got away. And I'm very excited for this month's Makers Creative Collab. The theme is eclectic, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Don't know. The alcohol is all really wet. All right. I wanted to use more foliage. These are kind of neat. Have a neat little. Oh, we haven't used our fish. Let's use our little fish. Let's use that guy. Let's do that. And we'll keep this one simple so we don't have a lot of drying time. And these little, I like these little wavy things. So we'll use some of those. Put that aside. Get a few more of those. Oh, and these were cool. I thought these would be like kind of nifty. Maybe we'll do one like just coming up there. I don't know. All right, so this we're going to keep simple. Let's do one dark color. Maybe we'll use our little sponge here. Okay. Do I have? Let's just go for the dioxazine purple. It's nice and. Bye, Xander. Thanks for coming. I'll be wrapping it up pretty soon. I just want to pull that last print with the alcoholic. And if anybody has to go, no worries. You go do what you need to do. I'm always here if you want to watch the replay. So I hope I've been putting, like I said, putting a lot of videos that are more recorded and kind of fast forwarded. I know not everybody likes fast forwarded things, but I don't know, I just like to get a lot in there. It is hard doing voiceovers though. I find voiceovers a challenge, and it's funny because sometimes you just wrong word. It's just bizarre. Okay, let's give that a press. And I left it just, let's do a little bit more of a press. Especially the top part, I want to get that nice and clear. I'm going to use the sponge on the bottom to pick up some more of the paint. That's pretty good. And then with that down there, I'm just going to, I don't know if that shows. Maybe not. Trying to make like a little spongy sponge. Let's put that on there. Do a little extra. So that paint will will go on there. That's kind of cool. It's fun just to play. Just play, have fun, try different things. So that looks, I like that fish. That looks cool. Thanks, Gail. Yeah, like I just, you know, I just try to do what works for doing, I think. And like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I can't. I just got to do what I can. I'm definitely not perfect, that's for sure. All right. Let's see. Is this dry yet? Not quite. But it looks cool. And I think this looks neat too. I like that a lot. So I'm just gonna look at this and decide what color. You know what, I could use some pink in a few areas and then use the turquoise. I do like the turquoise idea. Okay, Darcy. Thanks, Ricky. Or you could just use this blue because the white, we want the white to really pop. Let's just, let's just use blue, turquoise, and blue because the blue will play nice with the pink and the turquoise will play good with the other ones. So let's do that. Now, P has this cool ombre technique where she puts them on different edges. I haven't tried that yet, so I don't think I'm gonna try it right here today. All right, and then we're going to pick it up with something. I like this linen paper. It's got a really neat texture and it's a bit of cotton. I think it's 25% cotton. And I find it does really nice pickup prints. So we'll use that. And this isn't, I don't think the acrylic's totally dry, but I don't care if it smooshes a little bit. I don't think the white paint's gonna push too much. Now, do I do ombre or do I do random? You know what? I think I'm feeling random. I feel random today. Let's do some random blobs. Blue. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. And I hope I have enough paint. So I'm gonna use my small brayer to just kind of do some random turquoise, and then we'll finish up with the big brayer and the brilliant blue. I think this is going to look a little bit crazy. That's a bit too much paint on there. So just going to roll some off. So I'm hurrying a bit because you guys are watching. Normally I would not have this big of a mess in front of me. I would take time to put things places. I'm getting a little bit claustrophobic now. All right. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Kathy got the Southworth. Very nice. Was getting white dots with some office papers. Interesting. Yeah, this is a nice paper. So we're gonna let that sit a little bit and pull our little fish. do have the stencil with some other. Should we do like a little turtle in the background, like in the distance? Or is that too busy? That might be too busy, but that's an idea. Maybe I'll do that after. And I had some little seahorse stencil. Where did that go? Here it is. We could add just a few little seahorses. Let's just do that with the pan pastel, then we don't have to wait. Sorry, just all over the place today. Actually, instead of the pan pastel, I'll just show you. If you don't have pan pastel, you can use makeup. This makeup's just from the dollar store. And let's do a few gold seahorses just in the background. They'll be kind of like behind some of the plants. And then I like to group them in threes. And then thinking about what color am I going to use to pull these. So we got 3 down here, 3 up there. Let's just do a couple here. I don't want to overlap the fish there, and part of one here. So Lisa says that random should be her middle name. That's funny. All right. Put there. Just gonna blot it with my finger. What color? So we've done. I'm thinking, maybe I'm crazy, but I kind of liked that the orange. Pink and orange, so I'm going to put orange. Where's my orange? Mostly on the fish here, and then we'll do pink. Where's the PBO? We'll do PBO pink on the rest. So I could just use my finger to smush that. It doesn't have to be exact. There's a little paint booger. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm not gonna let that dry. I'm just gonna put the pink right on top of it. It is going to smush it a bit. I still have blue and brayer. Hi, Debbie. Paint's not going too fast. Okay, so I'm just going to do pink right over top, and if it smushes the orange, that's okay. And let's just put this on the other half of this print. And what are you guys all doing? I'm sure some of you are listening, lurking, and doing your own thing. Just before we're done, just give us a little notice in chat what you're working on. So yeah, we'll let that set a little bit longer, and let's grab the other print and see how it's doing. So I'm probably gonna keep playing today. Like I said, I'll be trying all this foliage. No bugs today so far. Yay! Gail's been working on some slow stitching. A small piece. Cool. I don't do slow stitching, but I appreciate it. I like seeing it. Ooh, I think I like this. It's very rich looking. And I like how the white pops out. The seahorse had disappeared though, but I like how the jellyfish look. I like that random green and blue in there. I can see it's buffering a little bit. Hopefully that's clear. So because this didn't really work, what you could do is you could take your die cut and you could just put it on there. I could colorize it like pink and just glue it on top, you know. So that part didn't work, that's okay. So what? But I like it. I don't always think to use white layer. Usually I'm using like a black or a dark color. It's okay to use white first too. Or we can even cover that one up with a 3D jellyfish. All right, so that's great. Let's see if this one's ready, and then I'll just show you the review, and then we'll sign off today. Did anybody else see what they are working on? Robin is carving rubber stamps for future projects. That's fun. I like that. Rubber stamps, carving rubber stamps is fun. And they don't, it's nice, like they're supposed to look handmade. They don't have to look perfect. I mean, if you want a perfect stamp, you would just buy it, right? Ooh, that's a little blotchy there. Let's see. That needs to percolate. I'll just see if that sticks down. So let's review while that's working. We have this one we just did. And like I said, you could add your own little could put a seahorse over top of that, even offset. I'll probably do that. I'll probably add a seahorse to that. That's that print. And then the negative for that print we did on the bird. So that's kind of cool. And here's the negative of the one we're just about to pull. Here's our jellyfish. I like this one. I think this one. And here's the negative of that one. And you can definitely use that somehow. You could paint in your own jellyfish or doodle. You could doodle on that. That'd be cool. Here's a few of our little bubbles that we did, sort of like while we're waiting for things to dry. That's kind of cool. So even though it's underwater, you don't always have to stick to blues and greens. You can throw in some weird colors. And all right, let's pull it and get on with it. All right, I don't think it's full, but it's a bit blotchy there, but that's okay. So there's our goldfish, and you can see the jellyfish, or the seahorses are very subtle in the background. So I would probably take my stencil and maybe just use like a pen to kind of go over that, like a purple pen maybe. I probably wouldn't do black. You could just kind of do like a quick little outline. Acrylic paint can wreck your pens though, just so like that. Or you could freehand it, but I think I would go through and do that. Kathy likes the orange. Yeah, I like the orange. That metallic orange is really nice. And it's not very expensive. It's just the Artist Loft or metallic orange. And it works with lots of colors. So I'm pretty happy with the little fish. This jellyfish is very subtle, but that's okay. We like him. So thank you everyone for coming to my live stream, my biannual live stream. I'll try to do them a little bit more often than biannual, but it was fun getting to chat with you guys like directly in real time, well, lag real time. And I hope you guys have fun and get creative. Thanks, Mariah. Lisa says she's never used makeup. Her girls always give her palettes with fabulous colors. Now you can use them. Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Dar. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Fran. Thanks, Catherine. Whoops, I got orange paint on there. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Bye, Kathleen. Thank you, Kathy Arbor, for being my moderator. Bye, Lena, Nisi, Violet, Lisa, other Lisa. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Love ya.